Hi, I'm Abhishek, did a BFA in Animation and VFX in Digiquest JNFAU. It's a 4 years course and I'm a 2018 batch. I'm going out 2014 to 2018. I did my 4 years. And it has been really a fun experience. It was really enjoyable. I learned a lot from here. I recommend it a lot. I basically want to be a concept artist, and this is because I played a lot of games and all animes. I saw Japanese animes. I like the stories in that and the concepts they were developing. So that is the thing, and I want the art was very important for me. I used to draw from childhood, so the both of them I combined. It's concept artist, but then basically initially I was into animation or gaming. I wanted to go, but I was not really sure about what are the job titles over there in the animation industries. And when I came to Digiquest and I did my BFA, it really helped me understand different titles of jobs. I cannot be doing the whole animation, right? So it was like I could understand where I am most useful in, and I wanted to be a concept artist. Like this is my concept art, one of them, and that is what I want to be. Is most probably in junior concept art, then senior concept art, and finally I want to be an art director or an independent concept artist based on what in the future we don't. I'll see what decide what I want to do. Now I'm planning to go for a higher studies, so 1 year or 2 year course, in either in Singapore or in USA. And actually, Digiquest really helped me a lot in counseling regarding the concept art and where I can go and all. It was really they helped me in research and everything. The faculty are very good. I mean, they help you. I mean, you have to have the interest anyway to study, and they help you a lot when you are really interested. And you can explore many other things. Like I was in animation and VFX, but a lot of courses I was interested were in gaming. So I could always consult my own batchmates who were in the gaming, and I can, like ZBrush was not part of animation, but the software was really interesting because I can sculpt and all. I mean, Maya was there. That was also modeling part was there, so I was interested in that, and I actually was able to learn from my own batchmates and those professors. They also helped. So it is like you explore, you discover what you want to be. Initially, I wanted to be an animator, then modeler. Then, I mean, concept art was always there, but I wanted two professions. Like it would be an advantage in any industry, any company. They would rather hire two guy who's in more proficient in two or more than one thing. So, animator, modeler, then texture, lighting. So I was different things I was interested in. And now concept art is the basic main thing, and I'm always confident I can get a job in modeling or animation. My final year project was itself from the environment model, and it turned out very well. I mean, I worked very hard in it, and it turned out really good. It was like a samurai cottage, and the concept was done by another artist. I had to take his permission and all. He gave me the permission. He was impressed with the work I did. It's really helped me. The 4 years really helped me a lot. I was able to learn a lot from this college, and I don't know. I'm going to miss this college. It's been 4 years, and I don't know. Next, I'll always be visiting Digiquest again and again because it's like a family. There are many colleges around the world, but in Singapore, I'm trying for FZD School of Design, whereas in USA, I'm trying for Academy of Arts University, Canada, Sin Studios. There are about 4 universities which I'm really interested in. I'm keeping all of them are equally good, and even I'm keeping an online course CGMA. It is these colleges are really very good. I mean, ranked the highest you can say, because they are only concentrating. You have specific courses, specialization in that course. I mean, you have lots of bachelor's degree over there, but they're going to really cost a lot of time and a lot of money over there. For a 1 year course or 2 years course, these colleges really are very good. And I mean, they are giving you the industry level training. You can easily get into the AAA studios. Like, basically, I want to work in BioWare or Ubisoft. Especially the upcoming games are really very interesting. Good and Evil 2 and from Ubisoft, whereas Anthem from BioWare. They are really mind blowing games. I'm waiting for them. And the initially the thing which got me into designing itself was from a BioWare game, Dragon Age. That was the first game out of this. It was really mind blowing. The concept, the storytelling itself is BioWare. So both only two franchises, and concept art is, frankly speaking, you can learn a lot on your own, but it's always better to have a deadline and date so that you can push yourself to finish that, and you don't waste any time, and they give you the concepts and you don't need to think a lot. I mean, it's not bad that, I mean, I also make my own concepts and all, but it's always better because concepts don't really be born within second every time. Maybe 1 hour or 2 days or 3 days. It takes a lot of time, lot of brainstorming in it to actually have a proper concept over there. And for example, this concept itself is at a deadlock actually. The concept was like an underwater Wild West kind of a thing, and this guy is a mob boss or something. But I really didn't know what are they actually, like a bandits boss is, and as well as mayor. But I really didn't know what he wanted, what the crime they were doing, like underwater. What might be the thing there? What they might they be interested in? So it's very you can learn a lot on your own as well as from professors. It's always better to have a professor training. See, you want to climb a mountain, there are two ways. You can do trial and error every route and go, and you can climb finally. It will take years, or you can just climb the stairs which are already built by some professional. So it's up to you which one you want to take. So I think it's better to be under guidance, and any of these universities are good at that. They guide, and there's also this big bad world of conceptart.org. It will give you a lot of resources on schools, books, and all the other resources regarding concept art. Regarding concept art, I can keep talking a lot of things I can tell, but because that's what I want to be, you have to do a lot of research regarding that, what you want to be, and I think you should have an idea of what you want to be. You can't keep saying that I just want to be an animator because VFX artist. But you should actually know what actually happens within it. To actually, there are lots of job titles. You know, in VFX artist itself is having lots of jobs again, wire removal and background replacement. That they are specializing in such kind of things, and then again VFX. So you should be sure. I mean, you should make a mind, make that what you want to do, what the job actually, what job you want to do, and then you should decide the title of the job. I mean, if you want to be an animator, you should know that what actually is done in animation, or for example modeling. You want to make the characters start moving. That is not called an animation. That's part of rigging. You want to make the bones and all. That is part of rigging. So you want to make you want to have the so that many people confuse it to animation, or even the game design. And there's a difference between game design and game art. I mean, game design and game art. There's again different. Like game design is more like how the levels and how what the character, how should it improve the levels, and or what do you call, how the character should evolve and the story and all that. Whereas game art is again how the character should look or the environment should look. So there's lots of things you have to do a lot of research regarding what you want to be, and it's always good to have that thing. I mean, you should be able to make up your mind. I mean, it's based on your interest, right? This field itself is an interest. You don't. It's not. And unfortunately, in India, it's not that way. That I mean, you have a lot of options. Many people don't really have that thing. You know, I myself am I had taken computer science originally. Then I had to quit that. I quit it because I was not interested, and it was not getting into my mind. And then I started I wanted to be a concept artist. I knew I was drawing from childhood, but never I knew that I can actually make a living out of art. It was always the art means painters and galleries, and that was the thing. But I never knew I like to draw characters from comics and all from childhood itself. But I never knew that I can make a living out of it. So that is the basic research you have to do what you want to do. So then you can explore, you can develop yourself having two professions so that you get the experience, get a job immediately, and in a company. See, you want to get a job even in a AAA studio, the minimum experience they're asking for is 4 years. For Disney, Pixar or something, in the 4 years in which job you want to apply, that experience you should have. Like I want to be a concept artist in Pixar, I should have worked for 4 years of my life in concept art. And these jobs are just don't open up. Like every year so many openings are there. It's not that way, you have to be lookout. So, and you want to get into a smaller studio originally so that you can learn the work, and after getting the experience you can apply for a AAA studio. That's the route I would prefer. I would suggest, and that is the route I am planning. I'll see whether initially I want to be, if possible, I would like to directly go to a AAA studio, but that has to be through really. That would be a miracle if it happens. You should work hard. Really, you should really put in a lot of work. You should not take the scores into this one. It should be, it's not like engineering or medical where you actually study, write the exams, and you get jobs based on your marks, CGPA. Here it's whatever you learn here is what you're gonna do in the job. You have to really sell out yourself. I know the competition I think is considerably more here because the jobs compared to the engineering or any other field is less, and you have to compete with all of the veterans who are there in the studio. So you have to really work hard. You are actually fighting for a job which is already hold. In a successful team, you are trying to put yourself into that successful team in the studio. So you have to really, really work very hard. You should put up your whole time into it. It's like you spend so much amount of time, 10,000 hours or so into this, whatever you want to do. Then you'll get a job in it and you'll be successful in it. Basically, that is the rule which most of the professionals used to follow. 10,000 rules, 10,000 hours for whatever you want to do the same thing, and you get the job in it. That's it.